Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Froggy Stonks. Nothing I say is financial advice, entertainment purposes only. It's really dark in the background. Whatever. I don't care. AMC's doing its thing, down 3% pre-market for no obvious reason other than they generated 1.7 million shares available to borrow out of thin air 20 minutes ago. It's absolutely insane. Where are they getting the shares from? Like, seriously. If we own over 90% of the float, institutions own 198 million, and there's 175 million shares on loan, where are they getting shares from? It's absolutely crazy. Anyways, today's video is about the SEC. Want to talk about this. It's gotten out of control. It's a massive conflict of interest, and it's absolutely disgusting. I just can't stand it anymore. You have Gary Gensler, who now even Eleanor and Gasparino are talking about. Leaders with nearly 50 years experience quit under Gary Gensler's tenure. SEC leaders with nearly 50 years experience quit under Gary Gensler's tenure. 3 senior SEC officials who together have nearly 50 years collective experience at the agency have quit. Are they, one, I refuse to believe they are quitting because Gary Gensler is tightening the bolts, right? Like, he's not in there being a new sheriff in town, getting rid of the old bad SEC people. It's because he's fighting for a different team than them old guys were fighting for. It's absolutely ridiculous. Latest to hit the exit are 3 senior officials, 50 years experience, tenure. Christina Littman, head of the crypto assets and cyber unit, who spent nearly 12 years at the SEC. Jennifer Leet, I hope I said that right, Associate Director, Division of Enforcement, who's with the agency for 23 years, and Adam Adderton, Co-Chief of Division of Enforcement Asset Management, under 14 years. They're quitting because you can't work with this guy. This guy has such an ego complex and a massively overinflated sense of foul purpose that I just can't even explain it properly. Since this man has entered the SEC, we have had events in the stock market that have never happened before. January 28th, buy button scandal. Robinhood takes away the buy button. Multiple other brokers take away the buy button to stop a short squeeze on a stock that should have paid out retail buku bucks back between January and last June. The biggest fraud that I've ever seen in market history, except for the London Metals Exchange, halting of their market and resetting of trades that went through when nickel started to squeeze to save some Chinese billionaire somewhere because he was short nickel. This guy, I don't care what anybody says, has done nothing to protect our markets, to keep them free and fair, and to protect retail investors from the massive amount of fraud that's going on Wall Street. They keep arresting people and they keep busting. It's not even them, it's the DOJ. They keep arresting and busting these guys on Wall Street. And then they turn around and make videos like this, making fun of freaking retail for investing the way we invest. Oh, hold on. My speakers are not working because I had my Bluetooth hooked up. I'll restart the video. My bad. Let's see. High definition. Hate it when Streamlabs does that.
You can do research.
Welcome back, Brad. It's your investment.
I'll take meme stocks. Invest.
Ouch. Your investment, Julie.
I'm going to do some research first.
Well played, Julie. Well played.
You can do research.
Investing is not a game.
This
Always
literally
do research before
belongs-
making an investment decision. Learn more at investor.gov. Before you invest, investor.gov.
Jesus. That belongs in the Hall of Fame for best propaganda pieces of all time. They specifically made a short video clip. These actors should be embarrassed. They should never be hired for anything again. But they purposely made a derpy looking whatever guy, right? Versus a black female to instill the agenda bias immediately. And then they made him look like the derpiest, dumbest piece of shit on the planet. Oh, I'm going to invest in meme stocks. That's not what we do, man. We literally do years, months, days, nonstop BD that is all recorded and put online for other people to do. It's the truth DD that we come out with so retail investors don't jump into stocks like Netflix when Jim Cramer says, buy Netflix. Dude, it's the most disgusting thing ever. Gary Gensler needs to step down. They need to take that video off the freaking internet. It is nothing but a propaganda hit piece playing on cultural differences and gender inequalities to make you instantly assume, like, well, I'm going to do my research. Motherfucker, dude, seriously. It's absolutely ignorant. So far, the SEC has done absolutely nothing but give out millions of dollars in whistleblower money to people I assume are their buddies, blowing the whistle on certain entities on Wall Street that nobody cares about, right? They've made a couple high-profile busts, but more on the backs of the DOJ from doing their job. Oh, perfect. And this meme came back up. This is perfect meme. This is literally it right here. This is the SEC, and these are the people they're supposed to really be protecting. It's absolutely disgusting how much money should have went to retail between January 28th and today in the AMC play. AMC is a meme stock. AMC is a 101-year-old American company that was allowed to be shorted to death during the pandemic when the federal government and state governments forced them to close their doors. The U.S. Congress and the SEC did absolutely nothing to protect these American companies and the jobs they create. It's because certain entities in the hedge fund and banking world want all the market share collected into a simple monopoly called freaking Amazon, and the SEC is doing absolutely nothing about it. It's absolutely disgusting. Gary Gensler is pay to play. The SEC is circular, revolving door. I mean, hell, Citadel hired the top secret service guy out from under the president of the United States. When you hold a government position that is an officially appointed government position set by an elected representative, you should not get to go work for any type of financial institution that may cause conflict of interest with your former job for the next 10 years. Minimum. The SEC employees should not be out working for Goldman Sachs. They should not be working for Citadel. It's absolutely ridiculous. And on the top of that, the SEC, you got Janet Yellen and Jay Powell. Inflation's transitory. What? What is fucking going on around here? Anyways, that's it, man. The SEC's putting out propaganda hit piece videos. You can find it on my Twitter page. Look up Gary Gensler's history, who appointed him, where he came from, where he's been, the people who have quit under him, and the absolute abysmal failure that he has created at the SEC that is now leading us into a year and a half of multiple companies being shorted past their legally issued floats or owned past their legally issued floats, creating an atomic bomb of market instability that's going to cause trillions and trillions of damages around the world unless they fix the market, pay retail what it's owed so we can go out and stimulate the local economies and pay our taxes off the top of it. So on that, I say to you, Gary Gensler, do the right thing, step down, let somebody be in charge of the SEC that can actually do their job and isn't compromised by certain political entities and certain financial institutions. And that's all I got to say about that. Anyways, you guys have a good morning, man. Just doing a short stream. Hope everybody has a good week. Going to be checking back in if AMC or Highcroft or GME does anything crazy. But keep your head on a swivel, man. The SEC and everybody's out to get you. All right. Froggy Stonks.